The new Christmas movie, Violent Night, this was very entertaining. I had a good time. And quite frankly, this is like Die Hard with a little bit of Home Alone mixed in. And certainly, if you're a fan of Christmas movies, I definitely say check this one out. Well, Santa is coming in town. He has a new bag of tricks for these bad guys. So the story of this one is that it takes place on Christmas Eve. Santa himself pretty much believes that the Christmas spirit ain't as great as it used to be. And on the same night he has to deliver some presents, a group of bad guys show up at a resident's house. And well, he has to end up saving the day. And from there is a very entertaining and fun Christmas movie. This ain't your typical Christmas film. Santa ain't so jolly. And there are many violent moments within this one. You know, when I had first saw this trailer about a month ago, I was saying this is interesting. I'm really looking forward to this one. And there's not one boring moment within this film. Like for Santa Claus, he's just trying to deliver his presents, but he has to resort to violence just to save this family. And while this film does do a whole lot of action scenes, which I had liked by the way, there is a heart and story within this one that really makes you care about Santa Claus and what he goes through within this movie. Nonetheless, though, this was quite a fun film, and I'm actually looking forward to rewatching it again real soon. Now, David Harbour, easily the best character in this film. I like this film simply because it does dive in his backstory and as well why he is the way he is. But quite frankly, it's like David Harbour, his career has pretty much gained attraction over these last few years. And also, like, you know, this is wholesome. Not just the film as a whole, sure it's violent moments, but, you know, the character Trudy, it's her interaction with Santa, she's the heart of the film. And quite frankly, I feel like if she wasn't, you know, in a hostage situation, you know, when the bad guys coming to get the money, then I felt like Santa wouldn't even bother. You know, it's the character you really cared about in this film. And one thing I will say, when it comes to the bad guys, you know, they're generic. John Leguizamo, his acting, you know, it was fine. But we don't really know much about that character. I was really saying like, this character probably would have did a lot better if he had a backstory. And I think it's real cliche that all the bad guys in this film had Christmas code names. You know, I thought that was funny. But overall, this film, you know, yes, I mentioned Die Hard. You know, there's references in that. Home Alone, sprinkle in a little bit. But for the most part, this movie also reminded me a little bit of Bad Santa. Only because, you know, in that film, you know, Santa's drunk and whatnot. But, you know, in this, I was like, I like the comparisons. Sure, this ain't like one of the best films I've ever seen. I do think it's all right for what it is. It's just a lot of these characters, especially with the family, they felt cartoony. I was like, cartoony characters. You know, this film could have been like a lot worse, but thankfully it's not. And it's really the interactions between Santa Claus and the little girl that really saved this film, the heart of the movie. And quite frankly, I had a good time with this one all throughout its runtime. I wasn't bored. I didn't despise this one. And this movie certainly is a Christmas film I'm definitely going to watch for the foreseeable future, anytime the holidays are around, because this is a feel-good film. I will say this is not a movie for kids or anything, but for an adult Christmas movie, it works. I'm giving this film a 7 out of 10. Once again, the interactions between Santa Claus and the little girl, definitely the heart of the film. David Harbour, really, his performance was just terrific, like I mentioned before. And quite frankly, while the story is not great overall, this is a fun movie just to watch on a typical weekend, especially around this time of the year. And another thing I want to point out, I actually want to see either a prequel or a sequel to this film because I actually want to see more of this world. This version of Santa Claus was interesting, and quite frankly, I think there could be more story to tell if they do make another film. And not just that, but this movie is actually really funny. There are many laugh-out moments within this one. And I was saying to myself, you know, despite how many issues this movie has, it still is enjoyable for what it is. And that is my review of the film, Violent Night. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie if you have seen it. And what is your favorite Christmas film? All right, this is Slim Guy 172 saying peace out.